Hi guys, it's so good to be back after such a long time away. But I'm just gonna get into it, okay? So today I want to be listing a few things that people do that get under my skin. And I know there are people who feel the same way. So the kingdom of the world is suffering violence in the hands of people with bad habits and bad mannerisms. And it's only going to take people with positive violence to set them straight. People like me, yours truly. You can thank me later. Today's topic is pet peeves, all right? And to go over these pet peeves with me is my brother, my recently adopted brother. His name is Simon. Talk to me, Simon. Introduce yourself.
How you doing? My name is Simon. Nice to meet you. Like I say, it's great to be on this show with my incredible sister, Toyin. And I'm glad to be on this show. So, far away, I'm here to talk about my pet peeves as well as yours. So, ask me, who wants to go first, me or you?
I'm going to go first. So, my first pet peeve is pressing of toothpaste from the middle. Like Simon, everyone knows the shape of the toothpaste. Like it's narrow from one end and then it gradually starts to expand towards the tip of the toothpaste. And I feel like that literally just tells you start pressing from the narrow end, from the flat end towards the top. It gets under my skin when I see the toothpaste pressed right from the middle. I don't know. It's just, it might seem very trivial, but for me, it's just one of those little things that gets under my skin.
Yeah, I mean, I admit I'm the known offender for doing that. To be fair, because I admit, you know, when you press it in the middle, when I go into work, I'm hurrying up. You see, so I just want to get out of my bed,
anywhere.
get ready, and by the time I look at it, right, I just look at it, and before I brush my teeth, I'm just pressing it in the middle. I don't care where it is. And I admit, I'm a non-offender, and I just press it in the middle, and I just go ahead and brush my teeth. So that's the sort of thing I do. And I know it's a bad habit that you find, and it can be annoying, but to me, I don't really care. I just want to be able to...
Do you know, my family members, I think they just do it anyhow. One day, I'd had enough. I literally walked everyone upstairs to the bathroom and I lectured each one of them. This is how you press the toothpaste. It was so funny.
You know what? It's like having an A to Z guide to using a toothpaste. First you are, yeah. I know back in my day, my mother used to say to me, when you start at the very bottom and you start pushing the toothpaste up, but you never press it on the middle because you're wasting the toothpaste. And you know what it's like? Money. Every penny counts these days.
So Simon, what's your pet peeve?
My pet peeve, to be fair, I don't like it, it's frustrating to see homeless people on the street. When I got work in London, the worst thing I've seen is I don't like it when homeless people are on there sleeping outside by the train station. It's unfortunate. I wish I could just get them like a bed in a homeless shelter and give them some money. Yeah. Because it's unfortunate when they're sleeping on there, right? It's making me think, you know what? I wish I could give them a few quid. But I can't. And that's my pet peeves. I just don't like it when they're just all sleeping around the area. And I'm thinking, man, do I have to navigate myself around through them and give them money? Man, I haven't got any much money. I haven't got much change here. I got card. You accept credit card? You accept debit card? I can't. So it's just frustrating to see that the government hasn't got enough money or they don't invest into the homeless people because then we wouldn't be seeing them sleeping on the floor, on the streets, man. It's just frustrating and it's annoying. Yeah.
My next pet peeve will be those who put their feet on the seats in the public transport, like a bus or in the train. I find that to be rather annoying because I feel like I'm going to put my behind on that seat and your shoes are been to God knows where, picking up poo, picking up saliva, picking up all sorts of things, and you think your feet need to be on the seat, on that same seat. I find it to be so annoying.
No, I'll tell you something, right? It seems like, to be honest with you, it's like they're relaxing at home. I put them feet on the chairs. They're getting too comfy, and I see it plenty of times on the tubes, and when they're like putting the feet on the sofa, like it's not your
house. It's not your living room.
Yeah, man.
Get your feet off the seat.
Work from home. That's what I always say. If you want to do something, get a job that can work from home instead of doing that, man. You get too
Yeah.
comfort.
What's your
But
next pet peeve?
my pet peeve, to be fair, is texting. Whenever someone texts me, I like them to get a response, and I appreciate when people are busy and they've got other commitments.
Yeah,
But
people
when I
who
look
don't
at
text
myself,
back. Oh my
it's like
god.
you don't text back, man. When you go text, pick up your phone. When you hear the buzzer, reply back. That's all it takes is
I
a
fully
couple of
understand.
seconds.
Yeah, I totally understand. Like, if I text you, I don't expect you to respond immediately. I do not. I think it will be unfair to expect anyone to respond to you immediately. But at least when you finish what you're doing, because for instance, if I texted someone, say 10 a.m. in the morning, 11 a.m. in the morning, it's a weekday, for instance. I don't expect you to respond to me. But at least maybe when you're on your break, you pick up your phone, you see my message. Surely you can text something back to say, you know what, I can't really go into full details now, but can we just have this conversation after work? Say something.
Yeah.
But then you see people not responding to you 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Are you telling me that you haven't seen my message in 4 days?
Yeah. All it takes, sis, I'll tell you this, right? All it takes is about a second. Nowadays, you're the younger generation. All you do is switch on your phone, WhatsApp, couple of seconds, I'm busy,
Yeah.
I'll get back to you, fine. But when you don't hear from someone, it can get frustrating.
And then
So,
in the same category of this texting people, yeah, people who you poured out your heart in a whole paragraph of God knows what it is, like something that that really matters to you. You've poured out your heart in a text, and they read it, and they say, "Okay." Like, no,
yeah,
it's not. Don't tell me okay.
when they say okay or yeah or no, it's like, come on, explain yourself, say something. And instead it's like, yeah, right. It's like they're trying to digress the thinking pattern.
Exactly.
They don't know what they're saying.
I mean, I've said
Please.
all of these things, and you're responding with an okay. Just okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay at all. My next one is for ladies that do their makeup on the train, on public transport. I can literally, I can take it if you do the odd, like, touch up your lip gloss or your lipstick, or just take the mirror, use the mirror to see, just to make sure you're looking all right, your hair is in place and all of that. But then when you have your whole makeup kit from your house, you're properly doing makeup from scratch with your foundation, the powder, everything. Like, I don't know. I'm like, what?
Please. Beauty parlor. Don't do it on the place. Are you flirting with someone? No, you're not. Then why put your makeup on? What happens if the train stops or they're doing something and it goes all over their face, man? It looks like a freak show. I mean, it's like Punch and Judy, man. I mean, come on, please.
So what's yours? What's your next one?
I don't like people picking their noses. The worst thing is like, I mean, they're picking the nose and they're like moving their hands. I'm picking the germs. Come on. I mean, the first thing I don't like is when they're taking out the bus. And myself, please, what are you trying to do? You're embarrassing yourself. You're gonna do it discreetly. Do it discreetly.
Yeah. And then on top of that, say you didn't know they'd done that and you needed to give this person a handshake. Imagine. Yeah. But then ignorance is bliss. If you didn't know, then you don't know, like, but the moment you know. What did you say?
What are they doing with the hand afterwards? Shaking the hand. Shake someone's hand. That's disgusting, man.
Okay, so my next one is people who talk during a movie. You're watching the film and they feel they need to always ask a question about what's happening, about the next scene. Oh, did you see that? Oh, what did he say? Or what do you think? Like, no, don't talk to me. Like, we're watching the same thing. Don't ask me what's going to happen next, because I'm not the director of the movie. I don't know what's going to happen next. Leave me the heck alone. Let's just watch this movie in peace.
I totally agree. On that side is right. When I watch a movie and it's boring, I agree with you, right? It's great to chill out a movie, let the movie unravel.
Yeah.
As opposed to having someone just mobile phone going off or just talking. Man, it's my time, man. Just chill out. We're just going to watch a movie.
What's your next one?
My pet peeves as well. When I'm driving, they don't signal, man. So you get some crazy drivers on the roads.
Yeah.
And the first thing I'm doing when I'm driving and and suddenly they quickly try to signal to the next lane. And I'm thinking, I've got to be when you're driving, you always have to be focused on the roads because of accidents. And losing concentration most of the time would result in people getting hit. So I hate it when the last minute they got like a Homer Simpson syndrome. It's like, oh, I'm driving my car now. I'll quickly do a signal, man. Man, please let me chill out on my motorway and get on my ride and get to my destination as opposed to just thinking, oh, I gotta go shopping now. Or oh, I gotta see my friends. Please just plan your journey for God's sake.
And then people who hog the fast lane, I don't know.
Yeah.
Why?
I admit.
Why do you want to do that? Why? If the motorway is say 50 miles per hour and you're doing 35 on that left lane, I feel like it's still against the law. You still have to do at least 50 on that lane, isn't it? But then if you're gonna do less than 50, don't be on the first lane. Don't be on the right hand lane. Don't do it because I want to go. I just want to go. What's your next one?
I mean, my pet peeve, to be fair, let me think. I would say is basically when I'm trying to get my kip, my next door neighbours are yapping. You can hear them through the walls, man. I'm thinking, man, I want to sleep. What are you doing? And I hate it when people are talking loud. And like I say, please listen, I gotta get my kip. I gotta get myself ready for work. And the worst thing is having people shouting all the time or talking loud. Sis, I tell you, it does my head in. Because that's what my headphones on, man, and this is some music, and the music itself ain't gonna make me sleep.
Yeah, and then also people who talk on the phone, like talking so loudly in public. I'll be in my bedroom sometime, and someone is talking so loud, I can literally make out their conversation as they walk down the street. Or I'm on the bus, and the person two seats away from me is just really talking so loudly about their affairs on the phone. Why can't you wait till you get home to talk about like personal things like that? Why are you putting yourself out there? In fact, you know what? There was one time like that. There was this guy. I think I just finished a night shift and I was going home in the morning, very early in the morning. This was like 4 a.m. And there was this guy, I think he was listening to the early morning prayers, something like that, on the radio. How do you put on the radio so loud on the bus? It may not have been a packed bus, but it was still a bus. It wasn't your personal car. Why were you playing it so loud? Like, I couldn't be bothered because this is London. You have to be mindful of the things that you tell people off for because you just might get stabbed. So I tried to just endure it till I got to my stop. But there was one other guy on the bus who just couldn't take it. He approached the guy and they came to feast. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to get bloody any moment. The moment we got to the next stop and the guy who was playing the sound decided to come off, I was like, oh, thank God, because it was really going to get ugly any moment. Like, why do people do that? Drawing so much attention to yourself via making loud phone calls on public transport or in the streets. Why are you doing that? What's wrong with just being very quiet or do what you want to do when you get home? It's annoying. It's a bit annoying. My next one is people who, like, when you go to the toilet and you find out the toilet rim has drops of wee around it, all over it. It's annoying. It's annoying. Not in the public and not in my house. Like, it's just wrong. Like, when you finish using the toilet, it's your duty to make sure you've kept that place clean for the next person. So you need to wipe whatever you've dropped. Yeah. So it's annoying when I get to the toilet and I'm seeing this body fluid all over the seats. Don't do that. No, don't do that. It's wrong.
I agree with you sometimes. You have to literally get tissues and then you wipe the seat. It looks nasty, to be fair. I think myself, if you do that at home, get some detergent or something, clean the seat. Someone else has to sit on that seat.
Yeah.
And have all your nasty germs.
So what's yours? What's your next one?
What I don't like is, again, reflecting toilet, man. You're waiting to use the toilet, you're gasping for a wee. And next, the person's on there for hours. I'm thinking to myself, do you know what? Do I have to time myself? Where do you want me to do? Go bushes or somewhere to get a week or a leak? What a dog. Come on, please. So I'm waiting there. I'm just waiting for minutes or half an hour. I'm thinking, well, by that time I want to explode, man. I'm gonna have to get myself a nappy or something to keep it into me. I ain't gonna be doing that.
So my next one is people like, you know, in I don't know if it's the same way everywhere in the world, but in the UK on escalators, you're expected to, if you're not going to walk up the escalator, you're expected to stay on the right hand side so that people can walk on the left hand side. I genuinely don't like people who hug both lanes of the escalator. It's annoying because then I don't really want to speak to you, but you're going to force me to speak to you to tell you to please move. Excuse me, can I go through, please? It's annoying. Like, everyone knows you need to stay on the right hand side. And sometimes when the escalator is short and I can see that, okay, everyone is, there's like 10 people before me and everyone's not moving, they're all just standing. If it's a short escalator, I can't be bothered to start to ask everyone, can you let me pass through? Let me pass, please. I just let it go. Because it's a short escalator. But if it was a long escalator, oh my God, I'm literally not going to stand in one place. Aside from that, this is my form of exercise as well. I don't like to stand on the escalator. I want to walk. I want to shed some weight. Let me go. What's your next one?
My next pet peeve is bad karaoke, man. I go into a bar. If you used to go bar, and do you know what? I thought cats are bad when they're screaming. Man, if you're gonna sing in the shower, sing anywhere else. But when if I go to a bar and someone picks up a mic and they can't sing, I'm seriously, it's like a drunk person turning sober, man. So I'm thinking myself, please, if you're gonna sing something, prepare the vocal cords, try and do something nice, as opposed to singing there and screeching, man. That's annoying.
Have you done karaoke before though? Like
many years ago. I mean, back in my day, obviously I did try, but believe me or not, I can't sing for Adam, to be fair. Seriously, I can't sing. I've tried it before. I remember some guy looked like a demon. He looked at me like this. Man, please. He goes, please give me some peace. Give me some peace, man. I want to be able to enjoy my drink. I want to enjoy my meal with my missus.
Yeah.
That's what the guy's thinking. And what am I doing? Screeching out tunes.
My next pet peeve is people who are always late. Habitual lateness. I consider myself to be, I don't consider myself to be perfect, when it comes to keeping time, but at least I'll give myself a 97%. And the 3% is only because maybe there's something that's beyond my control that's led to me being late. And I would not just turn up late. I would have been trying to, contact you to inform you. I would have been trying to let you know that I'm running late. I would have given you heads up. I just don't turn up late. So we're having an appointment for 10 and I'm showing up at 10:30 or showing up at 11. That is unacceptable. But what I find even more annoying about being late is people who think, this is me, you have to accept me for who I am. All my friends know me to be late, to be a latecomer. All my friends know that I'm never early for anything. People who say stuff like that with so much pride, there's nothing to be proud of. What do you think?
Do you know what? Apparently, punctuality is the key. And when a person is late, it damages morale.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I don't like. When you're in an environment and you're working or you're with people and everyone's got their own schedules. And when that person comes in late, it's going to affect everything. I totally, from my point of view, I don't like it when you agree to meet with someone or you're at work and you're trying to, you're working away and next, Joe Bloggs is supposed to be here for 9 o'clock and then they're coming for 9:30. And you're thinking, well, do you know what? The day still, there's plenty of things to do. And what you're doing, you turn up late, like, oh, do you know what? Everything's okay. And then next, they're late. I'm thinking, gee, did you set your alarm clock? Is there something wrong? Maybe there are circumstances where, for example, maybe a train's been delayed or they've got other family issues or, I don't know, whatever it is. And you turn up late and they've got a reasonable excuse. That's comes in. But when they keep on doing it all the time, you're thinking, have you ever set your alarm clock to get to work? Or
do you even own an alarm clock?
Are you just lazy?
All right, so my next pet peeve is I'm going for a walk, yeah,
Yeah.
and there's dog poo.
Ugh.
There is thick phlegm all over the floor. I just, it's just wrong. Like if you have it, I don't keep pets. Even though I grew up with dogs, but I personally I can never live with dogs. I can't live with any sort of animal whatsoever because I don't have time to, to clean poo and all of that stuff. Plus, they're very, very expensive to maintain, okay? But if you've decided you want a pet, you want to take
Mm,
your pet for a walk, if they
mm.
defecate on the public in the public space, it's your duty to pick it up. Stop making it um I don't know, stop making it the problem of the rest of us. Like I want to go for a walk in a clean environment, not to come back with dog poo under my shoes or
Yeah,
with
it's
the phlegm
disgusting.
under my shoe. It's really disgusting. And then on top of that, sometimes I want to go to the park for a picnic and say I haven't got a blanket to put on the grass. I'm very wary that there's dog poo in the grass as well. It's annoying. Like this is public space. People just need to behave themselves, but they wouldn't. I heard some years ago that the government wanted to start doing like DNA for dog poo so that they can, if anyone's dog defecates in public, they can test it to find out who owns it. I think that's going to be rather extreme
Yeah,
and taking a
taxpayer
lot of
money.
taxpayers' money. So you were going to say,
Yeah, I totally agree. Do you know what? I don't like it when feces and dog poos on the floors. It's disgusting. Man, do you know what they need to do? They need to get like a they should have dog toilets somewhere, little seats where dogs can just do their business like they would do with people.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
then like
but I still feel like even if they did, some people just can't be bothered. I've seen a few people here and there, doing the right thing, picking up their dog poo, dog feces, and I really commend them for it. But it's just sad. It's sad when I go out for a walk and I didn't see it on time and my shoes have picked up the poo. It's just wrong.
yeah, and it costs and it takes time and you don't really smart wiping off dog poo or spit off your shoes. It's disgusting, man. You have to
Yeah.
wear a mask to wear it, man. It's like me going on there, man. You have to like put your mask on here and you have to like put your mask on like this and you have to be able to sort out your feces, man. It's disgusting. I agree with it, man. It is, as we say, nasty to be able to have feces and all kinds of. But nowadays, you don't even know whether or not people are spitting on the floor because you could be walking with a whole lot of spit,
Yeah.
but it sinks into the ground,
Hmm.
and we could be walking around with spit everywhere. It's like, ugh, I can't be doing that.
What's your next one?
My next peeve is, and that's a good question. I don't like is, and it relates to work when you're working on something and you're doing an assignment or you're at work and you're working away and people are talking, and I'm thinking to myself, please, I need to get my headphones on because I need to concentrate. And when people are talking away and you're working, you're thinking to myself, if you're gonna send something, why don't you just send me a text or a Teams message or something? I want to be able to work in peace, please.
Yeah,
But
I
when they're
think I
knocking
think
on,
we all work differently. Some
yeah,
people, when they want to work, they need absolute silence. And some people get a buzz from all the activities going on around them. They like to drown themselves in all the voice and all the noise. So without the noise, they feel like, there's no inspiration. They feel like they're not really in the elements. So they get off on the noisy environment, while some people just, I need my space. I need you guys to leave me alone. I've worked with people who they're not team players, and it's not because I don't know. I think we're all different. Our characters are just different. Some people are not very good team players. They do not like to work around other people. They do not like to collaborate. Just give them what they need to do. Give them their task, and they just want to get on with it and deliver what they need to deliver. But in terms of working with other people, around other people, with all the noise and commotion and so much activity, they don't really like it. This next one is people who take up seats in the train or on the train with their bags, especially when the train is full. When the train is empty and you put your bag next to you, personally, I don't like putting my bag on the floor. So I would definitely put it on the seat next to me. But as the train starts to fill up and more and more people are coming in, I think it courtesy demands that you take your seat, your bag off the seat so someone else can have that seat. And aside from that, when I come into a train or a bus and there's like 1 or 2 seats that are empty, but then there's one person's bag there, I feel like, excuse me, I worked for the money that I used to buy this ticket. I'm entitled to a seat, okay? Your bag, on the other hand, did not pay for a seat. I need to have that seat.
You know what? I'm an offender for that. I carry a heavy bag with my kit. And one thing I like about it is my bag is quite heavy. So my bag needs a rest.
Your bag needs a rest. Are you having a
needs a
laugh?
rest. My bag needs a rest, man. My bag's tired. It's been working too hard.
So if you saw someone who needs to get a seat, would you take your bag off the seat?
Yeah, I would, to be fair. But drop it on the floor and there's germs on there.
I would never put no matter how heavy that bag is, I'd rather put it on my lap than on the floor. Like I see people do this thing and I'm like, how? This same bag, you're gonna put that on your bed when you get home? Like, no, no, don't do that's wrong. It's just wrong. So that's all we have for you guys today. We've talked about pet peeves today, and I know that myself and Simon, we've shaken a few tables today, but if you find yourself on one of these tables, or more than one, maybe one I can forgive, or more than one, more than two, more than three, this is the time to get in a corner, cover your face in shame. In shame. But you know what? We all start the year with New Year's resolution. This is what I'm going to do to change this year. This is what I'm going to do to be a better person this year. I know that we're no longer at the beginning of the year, but it's not too late. You can make a new moment resolution. From this moment going forward, I decide, I choose to not do these things anymore. I choose to not put my feet on the seat in the bus. I choose not to hug the fast lane. I choose not to take up space on the escalator. I don't know, whatever it is, just decide to do better going forward. Not just for yourself, but for the rest of us. Please save the world. Save this world. Please save us, please. And thank you so much to my brother from another mother, Simon. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate the fact that you were even tired before you came on. I really appreciate your time. Thank you. And I hope this will not be the last time I'll see you on ToyinTube. All right, guys. So look out for my next video. It promises to be interesting. You will not regret it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All right. Thank you, guys. And see you next time. Bye.